How's everyone doing? My name is G. Willis, and I just want to give you some insight on how I helped a 23-year-old buy their first property and some of the steps you may take. And it doesn't matter if you're 23 or you're 45 or you're 68. You can buy a home at any period in your life, and you just got to have the support, just got to have the know-how and understand the steps you need to take in order to purchase your first property. This person, I could call him a good friend of mine now, but in the beginning it was more of a business relationship. His job is a contractor, so I would call him and he was on time, punctual. He would fix up any repairs I needed for any other tenants. And I seen potential in him just from, and it's not shocking that a lot of contractors are renters. Here I am in my head thinking to myself, like, how is that where you have many contractors do not own their own home? One of the reasons may be that they're so busy fixing up everyone else. They say studies show that a lot of contractors, they live paycheck to paycheck, especially if they're not managing their money correctly. But overall, there are a lot of contractors that do. See, that's the problem. You're saying you hope. And he asked me, what do you mean? And I said, don't hope. Say you're going to buy a house this year. And again, he said, I hope I could buy a house this year. And I said, no, I'm a firm believer in you speak things into existence. And I said, remove the hope, repeat after me. I will buy a house this year. And he laughed and he finally said it. And I think that's the problem of most of us, where we're always just in case hoping, like the words we use. If you're going to do something, say you're going to do it and hold yourself accountable. And I think the main problem is accountability. People don't want to hold themselves accountable. So they say, if, maybe, I hope. These are the words they use, so they will not hold themselves accountable. So once he said that, and I got him to say it, I said, you know what? Right then and there, I took out my phone and I called up my guy, which is a lender. He's a mortgage broker. Right there on the spot, I put it on speaker. And I said to him, I said, hey, what's up, Carlos? How you doing? He picked up right away because, I'm about business. I said, hey, I got my good friend Angel with me. He's looking to buy a house. He's a contractor. Can you help him out? And he said, sure. So I said, hey, he's right here. Introduce yourself. He introduced himself. They had a good conversation. I didn't really understand what they were saying. Sometimes I do. They're speaking Spanish back and forth, no problem. And then when he was done, he was, can you send me his number? I said, sure. And from there, he started the process. Carlos asked him, I need all your paperwork, all your documents. Things started moving very fast. Within, I want to say a few days, he started sending me properties. He didn't know how to go about, requesting to see it. So he would text me these properties and I would call up the realtor on the app. All their phone numbers is public information. Whoever has the listing, I would just make that phone call them up. Hey, how you doing? I saw this property at 123 Main Street. Is it still available? When can I see it? Easy, right? And I'm jumping ahead, but I want to say this was after or right between he was pre-approved. So he's pre-approved, going through the loan process, and we looked at. He sent me so many properties. I was sending him properties back and forth, and we finally found a house where they accepted the offer. They listed the house for 265. He just accepted it. I said, hey, you could have asked for less, but it's not a bad house. It's almost an acre, 2 garage in the back, two, 3 bedroom, think maybe 1 or 2, 1.5 bath, basement. Put an offer in it, it's accepted. You're thinking everything is good. It's easy so far right now. So offer got accepted. He then contacted me and said that there's something wrong with his income because he's his own business. He has his own LLC. And when you're your own your business, sometimes your income fluctuates. So you might take more losses and your income might not show enough. So for the last 2 years income, the requirement for the loan. So he had to make some adjustments, had to send him to an accountant in order to straighten that out. So Carlos knew someone, he sent him to an accountant in order to, and this is not a traditional lending. This is not like going through a traditional bank because his credit was okay. It wasn't like crazy. I think it was like 620. And he went to the accountant, and within a week they were able to straighten him out, and he was okay for the loan. And, you know, he was a little worried because he was worried, should he put the deposit down? And I said, yes, you don't have anything to lose. You'll be fine. This whole entire process took about 3 months. Then he contacted me, said everything is good. His loan is good to go. His income is straightened out. They should be closing this month, September. And he just called me. We talk pretty often. And he just told me yesterday that he closed on the house and he's excited. So just knowing someone or having the right people in your corner that has the information can help you out tremendously. Because he's calling me now, if this wasn't for you, I would have never been able to purchase a house, purchase a property. Like, listen, you did the work as well. So now he's saving a lot of money because he doesn't have to rent a parking space, a garage for all his tools, his equipment. And I want to say the mortgage is about, I want to say 2,000. Not bad. The house is about 260, and because of the interest rate, pretty high. But once those come down, he could refinance and maybe get it down to about, I want to say 18,000. No, I'm sorry, 1,800, 1,800, 1,700, something around there. And that moment was very pivotal when he found that house, because now his wife, they're happy, kids are happy, and it's a good feeling. And, my advice to all the young people out there, you don't have to wait for everything to be right. You just got to have the right people in your corner. And having the right people in your corner can help you out tremendously. Just to recap real quick, you just got to take certain steps. You do have to have some funds. That helps, because you have to put a down payment. But there's many ways in which you can go about having a down payment, closing costs. So I encourage you to comment below. Tell me about your experience, check out other videos. I'm giving you a lot of videos on real estate, and hopefully some of this information may help you out. Follow, subscribe, like, and I will see you guys next time.